Hey y'all, it's Kim. So this will be the Epstein grand jury testimony, video 5. What are you doing, dog? She's trying to get crumbs underneath the table. Anyway, I had a salad for lunch, so whatever. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna set a timer, and we're on page 55 right here. Okay, can you spell redacted? Redacted. Oh, and how old was she at the time? 17. Okay. Another trash pull on October 3rd, 2005. Correct. Anything interesting found in that trash pull? October 3rd. What page are you on? Page 26. Page 26. A report dictated by Officer Crowell, Curtis Crowell, correct? Okay, that's why. In there, he indicates that in the trash pool, they located a hard plastic or clear acrylic stick, which was shaped with small ridges. This device is commonly used as a sexual toy, which is inserted into the vagina or anus for stimulation. Was that type of item actually found? The device was actually found, but later on in the search warrant, it was discovered that it was actually the handle of the for the silverware for forks and knives. Okay, so it wasn't something we would call a vibrator or dildo. No, okay. It appeared that way to him, but you were able to confirm later it was not. Right. Okay, all right. You were aware from your investigation and talking to Detective Pagan that Redacted said she was initiated into going to Jeffrey Epstein's house by someone named Redacted. Correct. Were you ever able to talk to Redacted? Yes, I did. When was that? October 3rd, 2005. Where did that take place? Sergeant Frick and I went to her house out in Redacted, knocked on the door, and asked her to come back to the station for further questioning. Reference this investigation. How old was Redacted? Redacted had just graduated from high school from Redacted High School. Okay, was she a minor at the time or an adult? Do you recall? Well, in the at that time, she would have been an adult. When at the time of the interview, when you talked to her, okay, did she talk to you that day at her house? No, she came back with us to the police department for further questioning. She was uncomfortable talking at her house. She told you she wanted to do it elsewhere. No, I wanted to go over documents that I didn't have with me with her. Okay, so when did she come to the police department? That same day. What did Redacted tell you? During a sworn taped statement, she stated that she became in contact with Mr. Jeffrey Epstein when she was 17, when she was approached by a friend with an opportunity to make money. She was taken to the Epstein's residence. She was told that she would have to provide a massage and make $200. She was taken to the house. She was introduced to his Epstein's assistant by the name of Sarah. Sarah then would escort her upstairs, prepare the room for the massage by putting out the ointments and the different oils. Mr. Epstein came into the room. He demanded she remove her clothing. She did so. She started giving the massage, rubbing his back, his calves, and things. He turned onto his back, asked her to rub his chest. As he did so, he tried to touch her buttocks. She pulled away. She said, I'm uncomfortable with you touching me. I'll give you the massage, but I'm uncomfortable with you touching me. It was at which time he said, I know you're uncomfortable. If you bring me girls, I will pay you to bring me girls. So he didn't make her do anything she was uncomfortable with. Right. Okay. How did she indicate that she first met anybody that knew Jeffrey Epstein? She was approached by one of her friends and redacted by the name of redacted, unknown last name. You never able to determine who redacted was, who actually took her to Epstein's house and introduced her into the household. Okay. Were you able to determine the approximate date when she met this redacted who took her to Epstein's house? Sometime when she turned 17, she told me. Okay, so she was 17 when she first went there. Mm-hmm. All right. When he talked to her about bringing other girls to him since she's uncomfortable, what was her response to him? She agreed to bring the girls to him, and he told her the younger the better. Yuck. She brought a 23-year-old to massage him, and he told her that she was too old and he wanted someone younger. Knowing that she went to redacted school, he recommended that she ask her friends. During the statement, she gave me approximately 6 names that she can remember that she took to the house that all went to redacted school. Who did redacted tell you she took to the house? Redacted, 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 and the 14-year-old victim redacted. Redacted. Okay. Did you ask Redacted if she told these people what to expect when she took them to Jeffrey Epstein's house? She explained that all the girls knew what to expect. The more you did, the more money you made. She explained that there was going to be a massage or some possible touching, and you would have to provide the massage either topless or naked. And she told you that she told Redacted that. She said that she told all the girls that. Okay, during your conversation with Redacted, did she refer to herself as somebody famous? On the ride back to her house, she had stated that she was like Heidi Fleiss, the Hollywood madam that provided girls to clients. Ooh. Did Redacted, you may have told me this earlier, and I apologize if I didn't hear it. Did Redacted undress when she provided the massage? Yes, she provided the massage naked under the direction of. No, I believed it was next. Not just down to the underwear. No, I believe it was naked. Okay, did was there ever any indication of a vibrator like redacted described with redacted? No, but she was aware of the vibrator from redacted. Vibrator slash massager. Okay. Was redacted paid money? Did she tell you for bringing these other girls? Yes. How much money? She was paid approximately $200 for every girl she brought. Just one time per girl, or every time she brought a girl, did she get another $200? Every time she brought a girl, he got 200, or she got $200. Even if it was the same girl over and over, correct. Okay, all right, you found the card that says for a good time call redacted. You were able to identify her as redacted, correct. Did you get a statement from redacted? Yes, I did. At that time, redacted was already attending college. She had started redacted. She stated that nothing inappropriate had occurred originally and then explained that, Epstein had tried to touch her on several occasions. Did she change her statement at some point to you? Well, originally she started off saying that nothing inappropriate had occurred. Further questioning, she had changed further questioning, she had changed that there was additional things that had happened. Okay, what did she say the additional things were that happened? There was attempted touching. He caressed her buttocks, cheeks. All the while he had introduced a vibrator, but she did not allow a vibrator to be used on her. She described the vibrator having a huge head on the tip of the vibrator, white in color. Now, is this it progressed in the first time she was there to just massage to touching to vibrator? Or were there numerous times she went to his house? Numerous times that she went to his house. This all progressed as more times she came to the house, more things started to occur. How many times did she go to Jeffrey Epstein's house? Off the top of my head, she stated that she had been there many times. All right. The last known time that she told you about was when? Was in October. The last time Mr. Epstein was in town, October 3rd or 4th of 2005. Okay. Do you know of any of the girls that say they went to his house after 2005. No, I don't believe Mr. Epstein has been back. He learned of the investigation in October. Okay, was she paid by Jeffrey Epstein? Yes. Do you know how much she was paid? She was paid between $200 and $300 each time that she went. Did she get any other compensation other than money from him? She also received a rental car, which as of this day, I think that she's still driving it from Dollar Rent a Car. Okay, were you able to confirm through the rental car that it was rented by Mr. Epstein or someone in his, it was employee, rented by, it was rented by Mr. his houseman, Janus Benasayak, with the credit card of Mr. Epstein's. Okay, were you able to get a statement from the person you identified as redacted? That is correct. When did that occur? On October 10th, I have made telephone contact with her. She was up in Redacted, Florida. And I explained to her that I was conducting this investigation. Miss Redacted began to cry, explained that she had been to the house hundreds of times, started going there at the age of 16 when she was still attending Redacted school, where she was offered $200 for 30 minutes of work. How was she introduced to him? She was taken to him by a friend of hers who also had gone to redacted school, redacted. Okay. She was taken to the house. She would have to perform this massage naked. She knew that before she went. That was explained to her by redacted. Okay. What did she describe about that first visit to Jeffrey Epstein's house? She recalled that the appointment was set up for that same day. They contacted Mr. Epstein's assistant, Sarah, later identified as Sarah Kellen, where the appointment was made. She was taken. She remembered it was on the weekends because she only worked on the weekends as she was still going to high school. She was taken upstairs to the master bedroom. She could observe in the spiral staircase up to the bedroom area. There were photographs of naked women throughout the house. Adult women? I believe so. Okay. She goes upstairs. What happens upstairs? She's taken into the room. The room is set up. The massage tables are set up. Ointments are put out by Sarah Kellen. Epstein enters the room and introduced himself to her. He lays on the massage table and asks her to get comfortable. She stated that she couldn't remember if he provided the massage naked, but knows that she had rubbed his legs, thighs, and feet. All during this time, Epstein turned onto his back so that she could rub his chest and he started to masturbate. Okay. Which was another thing. One of the other girls, every time there was a massage, Epstein would masturbate himself. Was she able to see his penis or was it under the towel he had come out in? He'd exposed his penis to her. Remove the towel, which made it visible. How long did that go on? She had been to the house over in the 2 year period that she stayed hundreds of times. I meant the masturbation. Oh, it was for several minutes. Okay. Did he touch her at all that first time? I believe he did use the vibrator on her, if I recall. I'm going to direct you to page 39, second full paragraph, halfway down. Okay. I believe your report says Epstein touched her breast. Yes. Okay. So at that point, he touched her breast. Do you recall? Right. If the vibrator uses that first time, or if it was just the touching, yes, of her breast. No, he did touch her breast as he masturbated. Was she paid for that visit? $200. Did she go back to his house? Yes, she did. And I guess you've told us for about 2 years she went back. Is that a yes? Yes, correct. She estimates over 100 times. Yes, she does. Did the situation with redacted progress? It did. During the time period or time frame that she was attending there, uh, hold on. During the time frame that she was attending there, over the 2 year period, she stated that every time she went there, It didn't have to be involving the massage or any kind of sexual encounter. At times that she would go, she would end up just having dinner or talking with Epstein. At one point, Epstein introduced his other assistant, Nada Marcinkova. She explained that he had brought her from Yugoslavia to the United States to be his sex slave. Were you ever able to confirm that? I know that she's here on a visa, a modeling visa. You don't know the purpose she's here other than you were able to confirm the visa? Yes, okay. She's here for a visa. What did Redacted describe as the progression of sex acts? He introduced Nada into their routine, so it became a threesome at some point. Right, okay. He had asked Redacted to perform oral sex on Nada. Uh, Redacted originally had refused. He enticed her by giving her additional monies to perform this act for 5 minutes. How much additional money? $200 extra. And then she agreed. At what or which point she agreed? Okay, was it always just a masturbating in front of Redacted or sex acts with Nada? Or was or were there additional sex acts with Jeffrey Epstein? It was explained that at one point, towards the end, prior to Redacted turning 18 or just after it was, it had been previously spoken that there would be no vaginal penetration by Mr. Epstein. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. This is so gross. We'll start back up on number 9 right here. Yuck. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye.